Everyone says the Greek islands are strictly for summer, but I think I've found a loophole. I am standing here in November under a brilliant blue sky, and it is absolute perfection. Welcome to the Palace of Phaistos. For those of you joining me from the other side of the world, let's zoom out on the map for a second. We are in Greece, specifically on its largest and most famous island, Crete. If you look at the Mediterranean Sea, Crete is that long, mountainous island floating way down south, right between Europe and Africa. To get exactly where I am standing, you have to travel to the southern central part of the island, overlooking the vast Messara Plain. This is the second largest Minoan palace in Crete, and honestly, perhaps the most beautiful one. Now, how do you actually get to this spot? If you are staying in the island's capital, Heraklion, you have two main options. The easiest way is to rent a car. It's a stunning one-hour drive south through the mountains, and there is a parking lot right at the bottom of the hill. If you prefer public transport, the KTEL buses run regularly from Heraklion's central station. The ticket is affordable, and the bus drops you off just a short walk from the entrance. It is very accessible, even if you aren't driving. Since I am visiting in November, the logistics are a little different. The site opens at 8:30 a.m. and closes early at 3:30 p.m., so you can't be lazy with your morning. The ticket costs 15 euros, or 8 euros if you are eligible for a discount, but the trade-off for the shorter day is the weather. In July or August, this place becomes a stone oven with temperatures soaring past 35 degrees Celsius. But today, it is sunny, crisp, and cool. I can hike up these stairs without breaking a sweat. It is the perfect climate for exploration. Let's look at what we're actually standing on. This site dates back to 2000 BC. In mythology, this was the home of King Redondamas, the brother of the famous King Minos. Unlike the famous Palace of Knossos, which was heavily reconstructed and painted in the 1900s, Phaistos is raw. What you see here is authentic. The palace was destroyed by an earthquake around 1700 BC, rebuilt, and then destroyed again around 1450 BC. As you walk through, you're literally stepping over layers of destruction and resilience. The most famous discovery here is the Phaistos disc, a clay disc stamped with mysterious symbols that, to this day, nobody has been able to decipher. It's one of archaeology's greatest unsolved mysteries. While the original is in the museum in Heraklion, standing here in the central court where it was found gives you goosebumps. You were looking at the same mountains and the same sky that those ancient people looked at while holding that disc. One of the best parts of the site is the storage area, or the magazines. You can still see the giant clay jars, called pithoi, where they stored oil, wine, and grain. It's amazing to think that 4,000 years ago, this was a bustling economic hub. And the view surrounding it is just as impressive. To the north, you have Mount Ida, the highest mountain in Crete, and below is a sea of olive trees. If you are planning a trip, here's my advice. If you come in summer, bring a hat and liters of water, because there is absolutely no shade. But if you come in late autumn, like me, bring layers. The sun is warm, but the hill breeze is cool, and definitely wear sturdy shoes. The ancient pavements are uneven and slippery. Walking here today without the crowds feels intimate. It's just you, the wind, and the ghosts of the Minoans. But before I go, I have a question for you. If you were standing right here where the mysterious Phaistos disc was found, would you spend your time trying to crack its ancient code, or would you just forget the history and get lost in this endless mountain view? Let me know which kind of traveler you are.